This thing people once stared at on my face is something others now pay to have. As a kid, nobody ever told me I was ugly, but there's this feeling. People don't always insult you directly, but sometimes they just stare at you a little too long, especially when you smile. Well, that's me growing up, and I noticed something strange. Anytime I laughed, kids around me back then looked at me. My classmates, they stared. My seatmate would poke his finger into my cheek and ask, "Teddy, why is your cheek going inside?" And he'll look at my teeth and ask, "Why is there space here?" Not in an insulting manner though, not doing it to tease me, just curiosity. And that's how I learned something early while growing up. Sometimes the things people don't understand about you are the very things they never forget about you. I didn't know the word dimple meant anything special back then. I just knew my face was different when I smiled, and I'm like, why do I have a deep hole on my cheek? When I laughed hard, my cheeks will deep in. When I smiled, the opening in my teeth shows, and at home it was normal because my mom smiled the same way because she has dimples and the same gap teeth. So in my head I thought, oh, this is just how some of us in our family is built, so that's how it's supposed to be. But in school, it felt different. It felt highlighted, not mockingly, not celebrated either. I was just noticed, and being noticed as a child can feel louder than being insulted. So here's where it gets interesting. Years later, I found out that dimples are technically a facial defect. Yeah, a facial defect.
Some of you are mutants. And the reason I say that is because you have a mutation that causes this muscle right here, called zygomaticus major, which by the way is responsible for smiling. You can see that it connects to the side of the lip here, so when it contracts, it would kind of swing those lips up for a smile. But if you have this mutation, it can cause this muscle to split. And if it does that, one end of the muscle will actually blend with the cheeks right here, so when it contracts, it pulls the skin down and you get a dimple.
Medically speaking, dimples happen because a facial muscle called the zygomaticus major is shorter or it splits. So instead of stretching smoothly across your face when you smile, it pulls the skin inward when you smile. So that little dent is what everyone finds cute. It's structural irregularity. So for people like us, our face didn't finish loading when God was creating us. It glitched a bit, but in a beautiful way. Same with the gap teeth. A spacing issue, dental irregularity. On paper, these are imperfections, but in real life, sometimes they are magic. Now, let me tell you the wildest part. People are paying money, like real money, to surgically recreate dimples. There's an actual procedure called dimpleplasty. Doctors literally cut inside of your cheek to recreate the same muscle defect some of us were born with.
Listen, so today I'm getting my dimples. Just know this. With the dimples, by this afternoon, my booking information will be in my bio.
That's rated. Okay, it's a lot deeper than it's gonna be.
Thank you, Dad.
Think about that for a second. Someone looks into the mirror and says, you know what, today I need to, get a dimple, and they pay for it. Meanwhile, as kids, some of us were quietly wondering, should I get rid of this? That's an irony. Life is that funny. Which makes me wonder, how many things do we erase from ourselves before the world ever gets a chance to appreciate them? How many smiles did we hold back? How many laughs did we try to suppress? How many traits did we label, this is probably too much, or this thing I'm doing is not normal? Me, nobody ever told me my dimples were ugly. They never even told me they were powerful either. Until I was much older, I discovered for myself. I saw myself, or I used to see myself, as different from others as a kid. And that's thoughts made me lean into neutrality, and neutrality can slowly turn you into silence, making you be a shadow of your true self. Now let's flip the lens. Think of Nigerian Afrobeat star Davido. That smile hits first before the music does. Think about Hollywood star actress Gabrielle Union. Her dimples don't just show up, they announce her presence. You notice something? Their dimples give them a celebrity signature, a visual hook, something branding couldn't design if it's tried. Same defect, but different context, and now it is referred to as a beautiful charm. That's when it clicked for me. The world doesn't reward perfection, it rewards distinction. Dimples are not loved because they are flawless. They are loved because they interrupt the norm, they break the pattern, they make the face memorable. It's the same thing with the gap teeth. Same with scars, if you have any. Same with cracked voices that sounds like a frog. Same with accents that refuse to flatten. What some people call defects are often just features that didn't conform with what those people are used to. So, at some point, I stopped overthinking my smile. I just let people look. I let them stare. I let them ask questions. I allow the camera catch me laughing mid-sentence because I realized something important. If the world is literally paying to copy this, why am I shrinking it? Why should I make myself smaller when the very thing I was born with is what some people are aspiring to get? So, maybe this video isn't really about dimples. Maybe it's about the thing you were born with. That thing that didn't fit the template. The thing you tried to smooth out. The thing you edited, even when you snap pictures you try to edit. The thing you learned to hide quietly. What if that's the part people are waiting to see? What if the world hasn't rejected you? It's just that they haven't met the real version of you yet. And you need to show this part of yourself to the world. That's what's unique about you. And the world has to see that uniqueness in you. So, this is just me sharing my thoughts that has been in my head for years. So, I have to share it with you guys. I know if you're looking at this and you're smiling at this point.
Hold on a second. Hold up.
You just know what you should do. Just like this video, subscribe, and continue staying on this channel because my stories are not done yet. I'll keep telling them. So until the next video, this is Hang Out with Teddy B. Peace.